Hi, and welcome to my channel. I am Diamond 76 Home Decor on a budget. And for today's video, you can call me Pam. And I hope that you enjoy well, it's my small deck. I decorated my deck for the summer, and it is kind of compact. And let me adjust you just a little bit. Hold on. Okay. Okay. And I hope that you enjoy my video. My live. And I'm going to wait just a few moments to see who else is going to come in. And my biggest pet peeve is that I hope I can remember what everything costs. Hmm. But even if someone does come in, I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I am afraid that, hey, Sin, hey, girl, I was running late tonight, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to call you back. I was running late because I was outside trying to make sure that I did the last minute touches on the deck, like make sure that the table was cleaned off. Oh, okay. Let me adjust you just a little bit. Okay, that's a lot better. Well, no, because it still got my head chopped. Okay. Okay, that's a lot better. I just have to sit back. Yeah, because I was trying to get all I didn't realize that so thank you, Zola. Thank you, Zola. I was trying to make sure that I wiped the table down because it's glass. Everything from the trees were all in the on the wicker, the cushion part, and I had to wipe it down and girl. And I just got the strange feeling that those cushions that I got are going to be something else during the summer as far as keeping them wiped off because they attract a lot of whatever is outside on them. And I had just put them out there maybe Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, it did. And I think too, what I'm going to do is I think too, I started to do this, but I didn't. I think I'm going to change the cushions because I saw some better ones at the at home store that I liked a whole lot better. The cushions are fine. It's just that I don't know. I kind of like I want them a little bit more fluffy, if that makes sense, because I saw some that were white and I'm really loving the white. So I think I want to, have some where I can change out, but I think I'm going to get the white. I really do because I like the white. Ooh, and they had some blue ones too. So I may go ahead and change them out to the blue ones as well. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide. Yeah, I agree with changing to a more yes, yes, because I saw them and I saw the white one for the love seat, and I think I was looking for the white ones and I didn't see them, but I did see some blue ones. But the only thing about the blue ones, they were expensive than a regular pillow. I'm trying to think if they were like $39 or something like that. I think they just for the back cushions. I didn't see the seats, the blue ones for the seats, but those blue ones were gorgeous, gorgeous. And like I said, I may wind up going with those instead of the white, but I do feel like I want to change them out. I really do. And I wish I had a thought to get them, but I didn't see them. It may have been because I started late because everybody's gonna start early during the summer. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started in just a moment because I don't want it to rain. I do know that we did have rain in the forecast and it did look kind of cloudy outside. So I'm not gonna wait like I normally do. I'm gonna go ahead and get started in just a minute because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip you around and yeah, I'm gonna flip you. Now give me 1 second. Let me light the candles really quickly. Hey Stacy, how are you? I'm doing good. Hey, Lori. How you ladies doing? I'm gonna go ahead and get started in just a minute because I'm afraid that it may start raining because it looks like it's going to rain. So what I'm going to do is give me 1 second. I'm going to turn on the light and then I'm going to light the candle really quickly. So give me 1 second and I will be right back. Like if anyone comes into the room, tell them I'll be right back. I just went to go light the candle because I gotta set that ambiance, ladies. I'll be right back. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And the candles won't stay lit. Oh, God. Oh, God. And the candles won't stay lit. Okay. The blue ones don't want to light. Oh, I had them lit earlier, and I think what happened was I lit them to test them out, and I'm gonna have to fix them later because now they don't want to light. Okay, really? Like, really? I was like, "Really? You wanna do this right now? Okay, Candle?" So let me go ahead. It's not gonna be that long. I'm going to pick you up, and then as soon as I get to the door, then I'm gonna switch you around, and I hope that you ladies will be able to see. I probably should have changed the light bulb that is on the porch, but I hope that you will be able to see. I'm praying. And let's pray that my live stream will go smoothly and everything. Okay, so let me pick you up. Okay, ladies, I'm standing at the door. Now, my deck is kind of small. It's real small. But I added what I thought would look good or and not have my deck overcrowded. So yeah, let me try to see if I can give you another angle. Hold on. Thank you, Stacy. Okay, we're gonna start from the left to the right. Thank you, Lori. Now, what I did was all the pillows they are from the at-home store. I decided to mix. Thank you, Zola. I decided to mix the patterns on the chairs and on the love seat, and because I did not want everything to be matchy. And let me close my door for a second. I want them flying in my house. Probably already did. So, like I said, all the pillows are from the at home store. My deck is very small, and as you can see, I did paint, well, I stained the deck. I did all the way around here. I didn't finish behind me because I ran out of paint and I didn't get a chance to get back to Home Depot, is where I purchased the stain. And the cushions, like I said, the pillows that you see on here. Hi T, how are you? And like the cushions that you see, the pillows that you see, I got them all from the at home store. This is a 20 by 20 gray pillow, as you can see right here. And I did take off the majority of the really wanted to use the pastel. And like I said, you don't have to use the colors that I use or do a match of something. Yes, Stacey, I have been busy, girl. And this is something I just realized. I bought this blanket right here. Well, I thought it was a blanket. I purchased it from Home Goods. And when I finally unwrapped beach towel, but that's okay because I'm still going to use it. Now, like I was explaining to Zola a few minutes ago, I do want to change the cushions because on camera they look kind of beige, but in person they look more of a yellowish beige color, if that makes sense. They have a yellow undertone to them. And like I want my guests when they do come over, I want them to be a little bit more comfortable. So that's the reason why I think that I am going to change the cushions out, the cushion seats as well, the cushion seats. And you may hear my air conditioning come on because it just came on. And what I did was, this is a wicker table, but it is glass, as you can hear, and it does have this suction in here so the glass will stay in place. These are the two blue candles that I was trying to light that did light for me a few minutes ago, but then they went out. And these are some flowers that I picked up from Ross. Yes, it was from Ross. And the vase, I can't remember where. Oh, excuse me, I can't remember where I got the vase from, but I wanted to go ahead and include it my uh in my decor. Thank you, Zola. And I'm really Zola is loving the blue candles because she had been looking for some candles herself. And I lucked up and found these at the at home store. So I'm gonna have to fix them so that way, yes, Zola. And on okay, now the rug that you see, I got this from the at home store, and this is a 6 by 6 rug. This rug goes all the way from here all the way over there, and it stops right here. It basically almost covers my entire uh, deck. And this rug was 119, and it is an outdoor rug. All the pillows are supposed to be outdoor pillows as well, but I'm kind of questioning these pastel pillows. It, I took the price tags off, so I'm kind of, because they kind of don't feel like outside pillows, but I still wanted to include them in the decor. Over here is a plant that you've seen before. You may not can see it because it's kind of dark. I did flip over you probably won't be able to see it, but I flipped over a pottery planter, and it is in clay, so you can't see it. And I set the plant on top of it because I really wanted to set the ambiance. And this table right here, I purchased this from Burlington's, and it was 54 something dollars, but that's not what I paid for it. Okay. I got some taken off of it because it does have a crack on the other side. But like I said, you won't be able to see it. Now, these two lanterns right here, I did include in my haul. The majority of everything that you do see, I did include in my haul. And I was trying to find a candle that was small enough. And I think I did, but I'm gonna blow them out in just a moment because I wanted to find some shorter candles, and that's what I'm gonna have to do. But I still wanted to set the ambiance so that way you can see how they would look at night. And I'm really loving this table, but it's not gonna stay out here. But I still wanted to lift up the candle holders. And what I'm really loving about the candle holders is the rope that is on the candle holders. And let me turn around. And on this side, this is my grill. What I wanted to make sure was that I had enough room for everything that is on here, not make it crowded. Now, this love seat can go back just a little bit more. And the I want to make sure I walk up here, I will have enough room and enough space to be able to use the grill, use it safely. And I wanted to make sure that my walkway was not too narrow and the coffee table was, pushed over too far that it would be hard to walk back and forth. But I can comfortably walk back and forth. Okay. And that is the reason. Don't forget. Oh, thank you, Lori. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough walkway and that someone can still sit out here. And, if we're grilling, if you want to sit out here, you definitely can. But I wanted to leave space right here as well because just in case we sit something here that we may have to put food on or something. So I wanted to make sure there was enough space right here. And I think that I did a really good job with this porch. And like I said, I stained the whole bottom of the porch. It was necessary and needed, even though the outdoor rug just about covered the entire deck. I was okay with that because it still needed to be stained. And over here, like I said, you can see the stain color a little bit more. You can really tell it. Yes, I did. I did, Lori. I'm telling you, I was out here and it was probably 90 degrees out here. And I came out here like around 2:30 to go ahead and get started. But I did the best that I could. But what I like about the stain is that you can still see the natural knotting in the wood. And what I mean by knotting is this right here, the knots that are in it. So it didn't completely cover the deck. I wanted to paint the deck, but I changed my mind and I went on ahead and went with a stain instead. And it has rained. And let me tell you, the water, because of the stain that I use, it is a sealant. So the water just kind of like just sat on the porch and just rolled off because of the stain that I chose to use. So yeah, like I said, just about everything, all the pillows are from the at home store and they are outdoor pillows. They're supposed to be. The towel that I thought was a blanket, but it looks like a blanket. It is from the at home store. The flowers are from Ross, and the candles are from the at home store. I was just going to ask you if you. Yes, I did. The sealant, Stacy, the stain that I used, Stacy, it was a sealant um as well, or was included in it. And I had to ask this young gentleman because I was standing there looking crazy, like, what am I supposed to pick up, or what am I supposed to use? So he helped me pick up the sealant, and I'm gonna show you the can in just a moment. But yeah, this is how, and what I really like about this table, like I said, is glass, and I'm really loving that. Where, girl, Stacy, I should have had my cocktails out here. You are so right, but you know what? When I get ready to come out, and I have been sitting out here a lot, and I can't believe, yes, and I did everything by myself. Okay, woman power. Okay, let me say it again, woman power. Okay, because one thing I was not afraid of, I was not afraid of a task. And I'm glad that, and I'm proud of myself, because like I said, it took a lot to do the spindles. That's what I'm calling them, that goes all around the porch. And let me tell you, there's a lot of them. I did, like I said, I did leave um, right here, from here to here. I did not finish. And right here, as you can see right here, I did not finish. But that is okay because I will get it done. And I'm really loving how everything comes out. And when I want to throw something on the grill, if it's later at night, then I can see. Okay, I'm going back in because it's starting to buffer. Okay. I'm coming back in because it was starting to buffer. Hi Celeste, how are you? Thank you. And thank you for coming to my live, Celeste. Okay. I got you propped back up. And that is one of the reasons why I wore yellow today. Because thank you, Celeste. That is one of the reasons why I wore yellow today because I felt really good, really proud of myself. And it took a lot of hard work, let me tell you. My hair looked at like somebody threw me in a swimming pool, and when I came out of it, it was just a hot mess. But it was very much well. Let me adjust you a little bit. It was really worth the hard work. And when I say it was hot outside, it was hot outside. But I got it done. And I remember Zola had called me. Yes, girl, pat myself on the back, Stacy. Because I remember that Zola had FaceTimed me to ask me what I was doing. And I told her I was outside on the porch. The coats on some of the porch. Then I went around the rails and the spindles, and that's the reason why I ran out of stain. Let me get the stain for you so I can show you. Okay, this is the stain that and look at this. The paper towel is stuck. But I did that so it wouldn't get on the counter because okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that, ladies. And I knew that it would kind of do that thing over here on this side. And I do apologize about that. That's the reason why I wasn't going to try to make this too long. But this is a stain that I use, and it is from Home Depot, and it's the Olympic maximum stain and sealant in one. So, yes, the sealant is included in this. And the color that I use is 716 Cedar Natural Tone. So it's mostly now when you open this, it kind of looked like mud. It did. And I was like, oh no, I don't know about this. But once I put it on the porch and then let the first coat dry, I went back and added a second coat. And it was starting to give me the tone and the color that I was looking for. So I am going to go back and get another can. Now, the only thing now about this stain right here, it was originally, I think, 30 $34, I think, but I got it on sale for $26 because if you think about it, a normal can of paint would have been about $34 if you got a gallon of paint. So, excuse me, I felt that this was well worth it because when the young gentleman was helping me, he said that this is the only color that he uses and that this is the only brand that he uses. So, I, trusted him on what he was saying. I'm telling you, and it was a customer that helped me, and he was absolutely dead on with me loving. He said, "Go with a brown color. You will like that." So yeah, this is what I used right here. Is that found at big box store? Well, I got it at Home Depot. I'm not sure if it is now. You probably can do a search to see what stores all do sell this right here. But I did because I know some stores are inclusive items that they do have in their stores. I do know that because I know when I go to Lowe's, I see HGTV paint or Valspar, and something else. But when I go to Home Depot, they have different different brands. They have different brands, just like Lowe's does. But I did it from Home Depot, and I hope that you're able, if you're looking for it, Celeste. I hope that you're able to find it at Home Depot or anywhere else. And I probably should have done some research on this as far as what other stores will offer this. You know what? I would check Walmart. For some odd reason, I would check Walmart because I'm trying to you can order because I have a lot of stuff from Home Depot, a lot of stuff from Home Depot. And they have where they can bring it right to your door. They may charge you a few more dollars, but they will do the what is it? No contact. They will drop it right off. Sherman Williams as well. Oh, you think that it's that Sherman Williams well, Stacey, or are you? And I think it's only at Lowe's, or unless you go to a Sherman Williams store. But yeah, I drop. Okay, you do now. I use a roller, and let me show you. Okay, this is the roller that I use right here. It said it was specifically for doors and for let me put this down. Wait a minute. It said that it was specifically for doors and decks. So that is this roller right here, and it's for rough. It's a 3/4 inch nap, and you don't have to do it this way. Let me show you. This is the roller that I used right here. Okay, it was the only one that this would fit on. And as you can still see some of the stain right here. But this is the roller that I used, and I just popped it on. And what I did was I used a plastic tray, and let me show you that as well too. Okay. Now I want to be specifically clear. You about to teach me something. Okay, okay, Zola. Now, let me explain something. When I use the stain, I did it like I would do a paint. Okay, and this one is rusted and it's old, but it still works. So this is what I use right here, and I did purchase a plastic liner from Lowe's, as I mean from Home Depot as well. So basically, all my tools are from Home Depot. And oh no, I'm not gonna throw and don't throw. Okay, see, when Zola asked me what I do when I finish with the rollers and stuff, I told her I keep them, and then um I need to get some solution that I can clean these with because some people, do throw them away when they're finished, but because I use stain on it, yes, I did throw, and I had two of these, so I did throw that one away. And when you pick up your tools, always get an extra, just in case you may have to stop a project or something like that. Always get an extra, and I have downstairs a bag of these, but because I needed something different, specifically to stain the deck. This is what I used right here. Okay, and this is what I used as well because I poured it in like as if I'm painting, and all I did was just I got on my knees. You don't have to now. You can attach because it has a groove in here. Now I have taken off the stick from here, it will so back and forth across the floor. But I'm gonna tell you just like this. When you do your deck and you're staining it, and if you're using something like this, go down. Don't stop. Okay. Just continue to go down. Okay. And the reason why is because what was happening with me is that I would go down and stop and then dip some more. And then it gave me a line. So save, lay a garbage bag on your tray. Now, you know, Stacy, I have done that, but as a matter of fact, I did do that when, excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. I did do that when I repainted this wall because I felt the mirror was too high up. Give me a second. And it's just water. I did use a garbage bag because I had forgot to go to go back to Home Depot and get some more liners. They were like 98 cents depending on the size that you get. And I like personally, I like this size right here that I have. And let me tell you one more thing about the stain. When it comes to the stain, when you first open it, now if you can ask them to shake it up for you, they will. But when I got home, the most important thing, and something told me to do this, was to stir it. As soon as I open it and before I poured it into my pan, always stir your stain, okay? Make sure you get like two or three of these from Home Depot, and make sure that you stir your stain really good so that way, because when I opened it and I didn't have them to shake it, it kind of looked like it may have been trying to separate a little bit. Yet, thank you, Lori. Yep, paint too, Stacy. Paint too. Even if they shake it real good, make sure that you stir it and make sure that you have plenty enough sticks so that way you can. Now, what I do, Stacy, I lay everything on a garbage bag so that way I won't mess up anything, and then I lay my sticks on the garbage bags as well. So that way, I used a napkin one time. Oh, that was a big mistake. Big mistake. Cause when I picked the stick up, the napkin got picked up with it, and it stuck to it, so I could not use it anymore. I appreciate it. I had a new deck installed for my mom. I'll be doing this. Oh, you are so welcome, Celeste. Yes, but like I said, now it tells you not to use it at a certain time during the day. Like when, like at, unless you're going to do it first thing in the morning. But I started like around 2:30 because I didn't want it to be so hot that it would mess up the stain. And it came out really good. But like I say, when you do it and you use a roller and you start at one end, keep going and make sure that you have an extra. That was Yeah, and make sure that you have an extra can because my deck is small and I needed another can, okay? Because the spindles, now I did use a brush for the spindles. Do not use regular sponges that you would use to paint the wall. Don't do that because I tried to do that to see if it will work just to do the spindles. All it's going to do is soak up the stain. That's all it's going to do. So that's the reason why you want to use Pacific tools, brushes, and rollers that are meant for stain because if you use a regular one, you're going to run out of stain really quickly because all it's going to do is just soak up the stain and it's not going to apply as well as you think that it will apply if you're using the right sponges and the right brushes. And what I like about Home Depot is that they have a sign up there for and the name of the sponges and the brushes that you're supposed to use that go wherever. She's been stuck in the house for months. We're trying to make her a little bit more comfortable. Yes, I agree, Celeste. Yeah, and you know what? She's really gonna love that. And it'll make her want to go out there a little bit more because we're all stuck in the house. And the reason why I did that porch is, but let me tell you something. I was fussing. I was fussing because it was hot, but it was well worth afterwards. It did. Now let me tell you, when you apply the stain, don't try to do all of it at one time. Do one coat, let it kind of dry just a little bit, and it will be kind of a little tacky when you step on it. I walked in my socks. I had my socks on. So that way I could walk back over it, but I did try to let it dry to help them go for. Yes, Zola, that is mostly important. It is. But, like I say, let it dry when you put on the first coat. But let me tell you, leave a little room so that way if you want to step out on your deck and you want to check it out, don't do by the door. Do that last because you're not going back out there. So do that last. I did do the majority of the porch first, and I was like, "Well, how am I gonna walk back on it?" Now, if I were you, Celeste, start with the banister first and the spindles, then do the bottom of the deck. And I did it backwards because I was anxious to get started. So I did the bottom first. I was like, how am I supposed to walk on this? I was like, okay. So I had on yes, yes, do the railings first and then do the bottom because I did it backwards and I was just anxious to get started and then think about the spindles. Cause let me tell you, that's why I said get 2 gallons of stain because those spindles almost took a whole gallon to do. Because I had probably a half or a little bit more when I got through with the bottom, but because I did it backwards, the banisters and the spindles they took more of the stain. So, but if you don't want them that dark, then okay, but you want it coated enough to where when it rains, it's going to protect your wood and that you have it sealed and that you won't have to worry about because what does happen with wood after a while, if you don't seal it, it will uh mildew depending on the type of wood that was chosen. It really will because I know some of mine did, and I had to try to scrub it off and I had on gloves, so I had to try to get it off as best I could. So it's depending on the type of wood that you use, and I because the sun is directly in the back of my house, so it was eating up and cooking that wood. I had never seen anything like that, but yeah. Does anyone have any questions for me? Oh, and all I did was to prepare my porch. I did sweep it off really good the day before, and I did wet the porch a little bit. And then the next day it was dry, and I went out there and just re-swept it again, and then I started staining because you want to make sure there is nothing on the floor of your deck that will cause it to look, like you got something caught in it, and then you got stuff in it. All in all, thank you, Stacy. And let me tell you, the next day, I could not move. I was walking with my back. I was holding my back the whole time because I was like, oh my goodness, because I didn't think I could have just knelt down, but I didn't, I did some, when I did the spindles, but do that first. So that way you won't have to worry about it. And then you can just concentrate on doing it in sections. Y- Imagine being, yes, Celeste, I was stiff the next day because, like I said, it's been raining a lot here and I'm in Georgia and it's been raining a lot. So I was trying to get the majority done because I kind of knew that it was going to rain the next day. And when it did, it rained again and it rained again. So I was unable to finish that little section over there. And I was like, I was like, God, I love you, but please can you stop raining? And it just didn't stop raining. I'm in Georgia too, South Georgia. You are Celeste? I am in Jonesboro. I went to school in Griffin, or I went to college in Griffin. Yeah, I went to college in Griffin. And I love going down there to Griffin. I really did. Girl, let me tell you, when I got out of school, I was trying to get back as fast as I could. I drove, it took about almost 35 minutes to get to Griffin. So yeah, I went to school in Griffin. Griffin, excuse me. Does anyone have any questions they would like to ask me? I know, Celeste, it really is. It's a small world. That's one thing I love about YouTube. I meet people from all over, and I really enjoy. That's why I enjoy YouTube so much because I get to meet a lot of people. Now, I am working on some other projects as well, and now I can start working on those because I'm trying to make sure that by Christmas or by Thanksgiving, when the holidays start coming up, everything will be done. But you know what? When you have a house, nothing is never done. It really isn't. Yes, I have meet someone. Yes, Lori. I'm telling you, there are some beautiful women that are on YouTube that I have met all over, and I really enjoy the conversations with them and I enjoy the videos and everything. So that's when, and while we're stuck in the house, I really been trying to, you'll find something else to do. Oh, of course, though, you know I'm gonna find something else to do. Lori know it too. Right, there's always something. Exactly, Stacey. There's always something to do because I'm always doing something. Always. It's like I never sit down. And you know what? If I did sit down, I'd be itching to get up and try something. Now, sometimes I do have to take a day off from YouTube. I do. I have to take a day off because I want to make sure I'm concentrating on what I want to have done, or if I'm trying to get a project finished, like that deck. Like I said, I was able to. Celeste, do you have an at-home store? Because I know I got the majority of everything at the at-home store. It was a one-shop stop, except for the stain. I got that from Home Depot, like I mentioned. Celeste, do you have an at-home store? Don't forget to thumbs up, ladies, please. But yeah, like I said, it was well worth it. I have to travel to Jonesboro to get. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think the closest one to us is in Stockbridge. I don't know the exit because I go the street way. I go straight down. Uh, I go straight down. M- uh, Jonesboro. Wait a minute. Is that Morrow? I go straight down? Yes, Celeste. Yes. Yes, I go straight down Morrow. and then go past. I make a left when I pass Publix, and then I make, yeah, 75 north exactly. See, look, okay. Whoop, whoop, my girl from Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. Yeah. But does anyone have any questions they would like to ask me? I'll be happy to answer them if I can. Um, okay, and that's the Southern talking. Okay, that's the Southern girl, Georgia peach. We're Georgia peaches. Does anyone have any more questions they would like to ask before what's the next? Oh, the next project? The next project may be my bathroom cabinets or but I can't do the downstairs because I ordered some IKEA what do you call it? IKEA pack systems. So they won't be here until August. But I know my bathroom and the cabinet the bathroom cabinets, and then there's another cabinet that's in there that I definitely want to tackle. But if I can't get the backing to stay on it, because it's where I have all of my shampoos and anything for I use for like skincare. If I can't get the back to stay on it, then I may because right now I got it taped up so it'll stay on it. But I may have to wind up getting rid of it, and I'm trying not to. But and right now I got my camera sitting right on my Kills primer. So that's what I got you guys propped up on as my Kills primer because I suppose I had been started on that bathroom and I just ain't started on it yet because I wanted to try to make sure that I finish the porch. And there was something else I just can't think right now that I was gonna try to do all of the bathroom cabinets. So, I'm gonna start with one at a time. And I do have all the tools that I just got from Home Depot to do the bathroom cabinets. Um, and the only thing I forgot was the TSP. I think that's what it's called. TSP or TP. Yeah, TSP to take the glaze off of the cabinets. But I'm going to sand them down a little bit, just a little bit, to make sure that the paint will adhere to the cabinets as well. But I'm going to go ahead and let you ladies go. And I do try to go live every Saturday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And join me on my Instagram. Please join me at Diamond2872. I would love to have you on my Instagram as well. I'm glad you did too, Celeste. And thought about using Joe stain. Now you know what, Stacy? No, I have not thought about using Joe stain because um I'm I want to go with a different look in there. I may, I don't know. I may do it with the bathroom downstairs. Yes, I think that yeah, from when I stain the porch, it is a lot easier to use the gel stain. To use any stain is a lot better than to use paint. It really is. And I just found that because I didn't realize how easy it was to use the stain. I thought it was going to be really hard and I didn't have to wipe it off. I did one layer at a time and I let it dry and then I went back over it. So it was real easy to do. The only thing is it's hot outside. That's the only thing. It's hot. I really appreciate you ladies coming to my live. And always remember, ladies, to put that diamond touch on anything that you decide to do. And I will see you guys next Saturday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Bye, ladies. And I will talk to y'all. See y'all next Saturday. Thank you again for coming. Bye, Stacy. Bye, Zola. Bye, Lori. Bye, Celeste. Did I forget anybody? I know T was here a few minutes ago. Did I forget anybody? Good night, T. There you go. Did I forget anyone? Check your IG. Bye, ladies. Okay, I will, Stacy. And you ladies have a good night, okay, or have a good weekend, okay? And I will see y'all next Saturday. Bye, ladies. Uh-oh. Trying to figure out how to you don't want to end. Uh why is this thing not wanting to end? Oh, there we go.